about mid-morning, and it is the perfect time for brunch. I love brunch. I think it offers a lot of variety, creativity, but today we're making French toast and scrambled eggs. Very brunch, very breakfast. We're going for the breakfast part of brunch. Really excited to eat that because it's on challah, and challah makes the best French toast. So let's go. Making French toast, like I said, is super easy. We have our sliced challah, and what we do, we add some orange juice. We about a cup of orange juice here into a bowl. Add some milk.
God, I'm so hungry. I've been awake for like an hour. I've got to eat. Emily, I'm counting on you.
James needs to eat as soon as he wakes up, but we're waiting. So we've added about 2 eggs, and we're just going to mix that, whisk it all together. So you stir that all together, then you add cinnamon, a couple of dashes of cinnamon to give it a little spice. About a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. Maybe like 2 teaspoons because we have all kind of a lot. And then some nutmeg to add a little more spice. We're going to set that aside for a second as we make the eggs. Crack the eggs. What I like to do, because to be a little more health conscious, is if there are 2 eggs, one will be the whole egg, and then the other egg will be the white of the egg. So we're making 4. I crack 2 eggs, and then the other 2 will just be the egg whites. Add some pepper, but also, this is what I like to call a secret ingredient, even though people use it all the time. Thyme. Put a couple dashes of thyme in here, and it is so good. Just like that. Just a nice sprinkle of thyme. All right, our butter is melted, and now we're ready to whisk the eggs, which we learned how to do from actually James's dad. And to cook eggs, you have it on medium heat, so it just cooks very slowly, and that's great because the French toast will take a couple minutes to cook. So we learned how to whisk from James's dad and how to cook them from my grandmother, and French toast came from my mom. So we're just pulling on the generations ahead of us. Maybe before us. Dunk this really well. You really want to cover that. Apple juice, please. While it's doing that, there's some here. Now we're going to add the cheese. Can you want cheese?
Just a little bit, not too much.
Just like that is enough. Keep going with the French toast. So we're at the tasting table. James has something on his head, and I do too. But now we don't have maple syrup, so we're just using some apricot jam, which could be just as good, if not better, maybe even a little healthier. You never know.
What's unhealthy about drenching bread in a kind of syrupy, sugary mixture?
Well, this is also kind of sugary, but it's apricot preserve. Does that make it any better? A quick side story. One time, several years ago, I surprised James breakfast in bed at his house in high school with French toast, although he knew about it.
Yeah, that's the other side story. It wasn't a surprise.
And this isn't a surprise either. But oh, you stole my knife. Get this back. All right, let's try the French toast. I really like it. Do you? I can't tell.
100% premium French toast.
Oh, good. Now the eggs. The eggs with pepper and thyme and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Thank you, Mr. Kotecki, for learning how to whisk eggs.
The time, really, I think its time has come.
And it's time to finish this brunch. See you later.
Brunch is over, and now it's time for me to do what I do after every meal that Emily cooks, but you never see in the videos, which is do the dishes. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take some of the leftover food items that have been left out on the counter. What you want to do is open up the refrigerator door, take the food in your hand, and then place it in the refrigerator, making sure to close the door after you're done. After you've gotten all your foodstuffs away, you're going to want to take bowls like this. Rinse it out a little bit, and what you do to do that is you lift up the faucet, Put the water in it, swirl it around. Make sure you turn off the faucet again. You don't want the water running all day. Now, after you've put away all the food and all the dishes, the final step is to wipe down the counters.
My favorite part of cooking is seeing James do the dishes.